2nd anniversary of Marilyn Monroe's unfortunate, untimely death.
It's right there.
And here we are with other people. They're my friends, Hank, Jade, and Brandon, and some other Marilyn fans. And let me take you around a little bit, show you a couple famous people in this very famous cemetery. First of all, over here, she's not that famous, but this was Dean Martin's wife, ex-wife, Jeannie Martin. And now we're gonna go visit Dean. Over here, this cemetery, Westwood Memorial Cemetery, has more famous people per square foot than any other museum in the world, because it's tiny, and I'm gonna show you a picture of it. But here we go, Dean Martin. Everybody loves somebody else sometimes. Get some good echo here. That's Dean Martin, a friend of my mother's. My mother, Janet Blair, appeared on Dean Martin's show twice and took pictures and performed, sang with Dino. She knew them all. Over here, we're going to go visit another very famous person. I know where they're all buried, by the way. I've been here dozens of times. Here we go. Burt Lancaster. Let me see if I can get that. Burt Lancaster. He was in that movie Trapeze with Tony Curtis. Very famous guy. And let's go over here. I gave the tour to all my friends earlier, but now I'm giving you the tour, so hope you enjoy this sort of thing. I'm going to show you where some very famous people are buried. Right here, Minnie Riperton. She is Maya Rudolph's mother. She had like a 4.5 octave range. She sung that song, Lovin' You. And I'll spare you for singing that. I don't want to sing that. Over here, Carl Dean Wilson of the Beach Boys. That's Brian's brother, and so is and Dennis's brother, the Beach Boys. Hey, hit like and subscribe, hit thumbs up. Guys, let me know you're here. Leave some comments right here so I know you're watching me live. I'm going to give you a personalized tour of this cemetery on the anniversary of Marilyn's passing. This is Paul Gleason. He's from that movie called The Breakfast Club. He was that stern PE teacher would watch the kids as they were all under detention after school. Paul Gleason, that hard-ass dude. Good actor. Over here, excuse the walking and the shaking, but this is how we got to do it. Over here, Betty May Page, the pinup queen, Betty Page. Later on in her life, she became a born-again Christian and didn't want to be photographed. She wanted you to remember her as she was, which was a very pretty lady. And then down here, kind of hard to find, but Dorothy Stratton, Playmate of the Year. Excuse me. Excuse me. Dorothy Stratton, Playmate of the Year, Playboy. She was unfortunately killed by her jealous boyfriend. Shot her to death, unfortunately. She had a promising career ahead of her, but it's just tragic. So now we're going to go up to probably one of the equally as famous people. Well, nobody's really equal to Marilyn, but as far as fame, but over here, the great Natalie Wood. I won't even say her last name. I don't like saying her last name. Natalie Wood, right there. Like I said, I don't like saying her last name. Natalie Wood died tragically on a boat with Christopher Walken and Robert Wagner on board, and Very mysterious circumstances, guys. You know how I feel about this one. I think they know a lot more than they were telling us. And I've done many videos on her. My stepmother, Faye Newell Mayo, she played Natalie Wood's body double in Rebel Without a Cause, the movie. Can you believe that? So Natalie was 17 years old. Faye, my stepmother, was 19. And because of the child labor laws, they couldn't work too late. And for scenes like the chicken race, they would use my stepmother. And she's used in the chicken race. You can see her waving them to start the famous chicken race that supposedly took place at, where was that? Griffith Park, but it really wasn't. It was shot somewhere else. But Terry Lee McQueen, I believe that this is a relative of Steve McQueen. Could be wrong, but I believe that's true. Over here, Bob Crane, Hogan's Heroes. Let me know in the comments. Leave some comments. Hit some likes, guys. Let me know you're enjoying this. I'm like the king of graveyard tours, celebrity graveyard tours. And you can go on my channel, CaliforniaPickin, and look at my playlist. I show you all the different cemeteries around town with famous people. And let's see. We'll go up here real quick. While we're up here, we're going to go visit Don Knotts, the incredible Mr. Limpet, Barney Fife, Mr. Furley, shakiest gun in the West, incredible Mr. Limpet, Ghost and Mr. Chicken, Mr. Peacock as well. That's Don Knotts. I think he has the best. Let me see if I can get that for you. I think he has the best headstone here. Barney Fife. Come on, guys, hit the thumbs up. I only got one thumbs up. What are you doing? Come on. It doesn't cost you anything. Just hit the button. Show me that you appreciate what I'm doing. I'm out here in the hot sun for you guys. Come on now. All right, over here. Who's going to show you this, guys? A Hollywood celebrity graveyard tour by a Hollywood celebrity's son, which is me. My mother was a big Hollywood movie star. And here's Ava Gabor. That's Green Acres Ava Gabor. She's Jaja's sister. And right here is Arm & Hammer is in that mausoleum. Arm & Hammer, one of the big-time oil magnates and collector of art. One of the best art collectors in the world. That's Arm & Hammer. And let's see, who else? Well, we can go down to this other area, which is, there's the chapel where Marilyn was eulogized, and so was Natalie, at that little chapel down there, walking down the hill. But yeah, you can get a good idea. Let me just stop and give you an idea. This is a small cemetery. Beautiful. It's a great day. There's the chapel right there. Hasn't changed in 60 years. And this place was a zoo, overrun by press when Marilyn died. They were literally breaking in to these rooms to try to get to her, to photograph her, etc. I don't know, but I'm gonna go leave off with my friend Hank over here. So that's over here on this side, but now we're going down to this other location down here. Hit like and subscribe, guys. Share the video with your friends. Hank. Okay, so this is probably one of the most populated area over here with famous people. Let's do them one at a time. Kirk Douglas. Kirk and Eric, his son. I believe his son either OD'd or committed suicide, unfortunately. Kirk Douglas, great actor. And then over here, see, my friends are just having a good time over there. This is Kirkby Center. This guy was responsible for Westwood over here. And then Carl Malden, Streets of San Francisco. That was Kirk Douglas's son's partner on that show. Okay, so moving down here. Sorry about the bouncing around. Okay, let's go down here. A lot of famous people down here. There's an empty one. Walter Matthau, one of the... Yep. All of them. Walter Matthau, half of the Odd Couple. Winkler, I don't think that's had anything to do with Henry, but who knows? That could be. Mickey, I don't know who that is. Young, I'm not sure who that is. Is that Gig Young? I'm not sure. And then, okay, might as well go this way. This is a whole little area over here with some famous people scattered about. And I'm going to show you James Coburn. He was in that movie Last of Sheila. All-star cast with, Diane Cannon, Richard Benjamin, Raquel Welch, James Mason. That's James Mason, that's right. James Mason. He's buried in one of these legs of the bench. They put his ashes inside these legs of the bench. That's James Coburn, yeah. Another famous individual right here. Miss Peggy Lee. Is that all there is, Peggy? Because if that's all there is, well, let's just keep dancing. Let's break out the booze and have a ball. Peggy Lee. She's also buried in one of these. Her ashes are interred in the legs of that bench. Bet you didn't know that. Florence Henderson. She's the mother of the Brady Bunch. Mrs. Brady. And then on down here, there's another famous person over here, and that is, where is she? Janet Leigh. Janet Leigh Brandt. She was Tony Curtis's first wife. They had a couple kids, and she remarried to Robert Brandt, and that's Janet Leigh. She was in the famous movie Psycho with that famous shower scene. Jack Klugman, the television version of The Odd Couple, Jack Klugman. And, I don't know where Tony Randall is, but Bradbury, the famous author, sci-fi author. Come on, guys, hit the like button, hit subscribe, leave some comments, say, hey, what's up? Drew, your boy Drew, taking you around. Another famous individual over here, very tragic, Brian Keith, shot himself, committed suicide. Poor guy suffered from depression, I guess, which is sad. Let's see, anybody else over here? I don't think so. Okay, I'm taking you around to some more famous cemetery graves. Here we go. Merv Griffin. Merv Griffin. We will not be right back after this message. Merv Griffin. My parents lived above Merv Griffin in New York City when he was a nobody, and they told me he used to come up and borrow a cup of sugar. Future billionaire Merv Griffin, one of the biggest real estate moguls, used to come and borrow a cup of sugar from my parents. My parents had this amazing flat in New York City that had like the biggest balcony you ever saw. The balcony had to be like 30 by 40. That was just the balcony. And they were living large in New York. Excuse me. Ryan O'Neal and Farrah Fawcett, he just passed away in 2023. And tragic. But they lived a good long life, those two. Rodney Dangerfield. There goes the neighborhood. Excuse me. Rodney. I don't get no respect. There's no respect. And going around here, this is the famous walkway. It's probably been redone, but Marilyn Monroe in 1962 was wheeled down this very same walkway. None of this was here, by the way. None of this. All this was nothing. You can see on the pictures, there's just nothing here. But Marilyn's body was wheeled over here to a waiting hearse and loaded into a hearse, and then led by Joe DiMaggio, he walked Marilyn all the way around here up to her final resting place up here. Something going on in the air around. I don't know if this is flowers. Jack Lemmon in. That was the other half of The Odd Couple, the movie version. Jack Lemmon was also, well, both of them were in JFK. Carol O'Connor, Meathead's stepfather. Archie Bunker. Love Archie Bunker. Billy Wilder, famous director, directed Marilyn twice. Some Like It Hot, and what was the other one? It just escapes me. Peter Falk. Columbo, yeah, that's one more thing. Just one more thing. And he says, I'm not here, I'm home with Shira. Maybe that's his dog. That might be his dog right there. Don't know. But anyways, beautiful cemetery. Thought you'd like that. Little tour. Let's go over here. I want to see this. This is pretty incredible. This place has been untouched. By the way, the ceremony will be tonight at 5, and this will just be packed. Let me just show you on the inside. Beautiful chapel, untouched by time. Marilyn was utilized right there, so was Natalie, so we're all these stars. And then that's it for that side. And I want to go over here and look at this one particular room where you can see Marilyn. I think they brought Marilyn out. And I believe this is the original little office that they had back when. And you can see in these famous pictures of Marilyn and all that came right out of there. Pretty amazing. Over here, I'll show you a couple more. If you stay with me. Some of them are defined because if I haven't been here in a while, it kind of eludes me. trying not to step on the graves. Jim Backus, that was Thurston Howell III. Jim Backus, also the voice of Mr. Magoo. He also played James Dean's father in Rebel Without a Cause, where my stepmother played Natalie Wood's body double when she was 19 years old. And that is a true story. I got pictures of my mom with James Dean. Very young James Dean. Over here, for a while there, we thought that there's Ayers. He's a famous actor, television actor. For a while there, we thought that Frank Zappa was buried in an unmarked grave right here, but when I saw that this person moved in right here, I suppose that was not a true story. But Roy Orbison and Frank Zappa are buried in unmarked graves, and it's somewhere around this area. It could be these spaces right here. Could be Frank Zappa or Roy Orbison. I don't think they're buried next to each other. They're right over here somewhere. It's maybe in these in-between spots. And of course, if you go ask the people who work here, they will not tell you, which is a bummer. I wish they would. Anyway, that's pretty much the tour that I know of. There's a few more people. Truman Capote's here. Jackie Collins is here. Mel Torme is here. Georgia Frontieri, the owner of the Rams, is here. Really, star-studded, packed cemetery. And there are my buddies, my friends. Anyways, I probably should wrap it up. Hope you enjoyed my tour of Marilyn Monroe and Natalie Wood and all the rest. You probably want to see Marilyn. Hold on, my friends are... Hold on, I'll be right there. Sorry. One last shot of Marilyn, and we'll sign off here. She's the most famous celebrity of all time, male or female, will never be a bigger one.
It's the layout of your house.
Okay.
Well, let's see this. This is the layout of Marilyn's house.
I was in the house.
Oh, you were?
I have pictures.
Wow.
Now, she was found in one of these bedrooms, but I think she was found in here and they moved her here, or vice versa.
No, when they broke the window and saw her lying on the bed. It's the bedroom.
I heard she was found in one room, moved her in another room and staged it.
I heard it was staged, but they didn't move her. She was,
Okay,
you know,
okay. There was a lot of time in between.
That's the house.
There's the house. There was a lot of time in between the time she died and the time they called the
is
ambulance.
this better in the sun? Or?
That's pretty good. Yeah, this is 5th
See,
Helena
I
Drive.
took this picture, and that's the stairway right there.
Took it down a little bit.
It's good. Yeah, her house is unfinished. It just got rescued from being demolished because
Did
they wanted.
you get the picture?
Which one? Oh yeah, here. This. Yeah, I'm in a video right now.
Oh.
I'm video.
See,
We're
this
we're
was
live.
outside.
Wow, Spanish
This was
stuff.
before I lived here in the 90s. It was for sale. And I went there, and I went over the fence because I was just going to go in the backyard and take a picture because I knew there was a pool.
You snuck in?
But when I got in the backyard, there was the back door of the house was open.
Get out
So I
here.
went inside.
Wow.
Do you have pictures of that?
Well, this is one of them.
Oh wow, he went in the house.
I mean, I had a camera with film, and I only had like 5 pictures
And nobody
left, you know?
hassled you?
No, there was nobody there.
But I mean, the neighbors, nothing?
No, it's a dead end street.
Oh, I
There's
know. I've
only
been
2
there several
houses, you
times,
know.
yeah. But they keep a watch on that. People look out
See,
the
look,
window.
It's in the living room.
Oh,
going
wow, this
into
is special, guys. You're not seeing, you're seeing something that nobody gets to
it's
see.
kitchen going to that other room, you know, towards
Yes,
the
the
garage.
sunroom, right? And these are all the Mexican paver tiles.
I mean, I heard when she lived there, though, they had thick, like, white carpeting.
Oh, is that right?
So,
Okay.
because back then that was
The Thing.
Right.
Yeah.
I
Wow.
like that tile.
That was a scene with Dean Martin from that last movie.
Okay.
Yep. And there's Marilyn right there.
See, there's
Let's
the.
see what else we got
Yeah.
here.
Oh,
Cool.
this is still inside. That was like in the dining room.
Wow, this is all these are all untouched photographs before they were remodeled. You got, because I have other pictures of her interior that's
See,
completely
this was
different.
When it was for sale, that was
Right.
the kitchen and the.
That's more what I'm looking at. That's after the remodel.
I mean, it was being remodeled when she bought it. Like they had the tiles in the kitchen, and she bought that refrigerator, stainless steel freezer on the bottom. That Greg guy
Got it.
owns it.
All right. Cool.
These I took right off the TV, like with DVD.
Whoa. Pretty good for TV shots.
Like where I never find pictures from certain scenes, and I try to take them myself.
This is so cool. Thank you for
This is
showing
what
us all
she's saying,
this.
Specialization.
Okay.
Let's make love.
Okay.
Now, who's the guy with her?
Frankie Vaughan, where she goes, "No one talks but you." You know, like at the
Yeah.
beginning, and at the end, she's like a shimmy.
Okay.
No,
Yeah, yeah. Perfect. That dress.
she wore that like to the premiere of Get Hot, and you know, different times.
Yeah,
But this, the Misfits, whole cast there.
yeah.
And she had a very modest wardrobe herself. She would borrow all the gowns and costumes and jewelry. She was very,
Like, look at her hair.
yeah. That was in the last, no, that's,
Eli Wallach.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Where she was dancing with him, and he
Lucky
was
guy.
really after her. His
What
wife
movie is
died.
that?
They were all after. They were all after her.
Well, in the movie, yeah,
I thought she ended up with Clark Gable.
right. Gave him a heart attack, I think.
That was in the pool, like the
Yeah,
lighting
yeah.
test.
She looked great in the pool, I tell you. She was,
Now that guy up there, is that
Wally Cox.
Wally Cox.
Yeah, Marlon Brando's friend.
that friend.
When they did the remake of it, though, they had the same types, like James Garner had
Okay.
Dean Martin's role,
Okay.
Doris Day had Marilyn's role, Polly Bergen had Citrice role. You know, like they were the same type of person.
You know, the one we really wanted to see was Rock Hudson. He was supposed to be in that movie with her bus stop, but
Oh,
they
yeah,
chose.
look,
Here we are.
We're
Yeah.
standing.
We're
here.
standing right
Look,
here.
It ends right here.
Yep, it does.
This
Yeah,
office wasn't
didn't
here.
exist. Yep. These are very historic
Oh,
photographs.
here's the-
This is what I was telling you
They
about
drove
earlier.
the hearse,
Yeah.
stopped here, and then they.
I just did a whole video of it. And you're just showing me the pictures of it. So we were over here, you guys, where I showed you.
They have all-
This is all right
it's
here.
all
None
built
of that
up,
was
all
there.
those graves are there now.
But we were right over here a
So you
second
were there
ago.
when they actually.
No, I just recorded this down here and then
None of
was
that.
telling
that
him
stuff
about
that's
what
there
he's
now.
showing
It
us.
was
It's
just
kind
a
of crazy.
long- You know, there's all these
Yeah.
graves now because they're running out of space.
And I have a picture of these guys basically
We've got the
walling up,
back in now. The horse
walling
is
up
the
her.
one.
Yeah, to
Oh,
me, it
look at
looks
that
like
picture.
it looks like Madonna.
Yeah,
with-
Madonna.
Right, yeah.
Yep,
Braless.
yep.
Look at
Wow.
So yeah, guys,
Frightens me and makes me angry.
look at that.
They're trying to emulate that this Kardashian.
Wow, look at this.
Because she dressed them with the mouth. She's supposed to be.
Yeah, that was pretty disrespectful. Very disrespectful of Kardashian to wear the original Marilyn dress.
Too big. She's nothing like Marilyn.
Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this.
Cruising around and coming back. You want to ride to Glendale?
Hold on a second. All right, we gotta go. Hit like and subscribe, guys. Share the video. Cheers. Happy, well, it's not happy, but 62nd anniversary of Marilyn's death. All right, cheers. Bye.
That's collage. Look at that picture there.
look at this
Where do
picture.
you ride to Glendale?
I made this collage.